I want to do something a little different and talk about something a little more serious, man. I've been following this situation where they were talking about Russell Wilson, man. He's been catching some flack from some fellow teammates saying he's not black enough. What does that mean? I mean, seriously, man, I want to hear from some of you young brothers out there, man. What does that mean? He's not black enough? So since when did having a good upbringing and talking proper English equate to you not being black? You know, people go through hard times. You know, you can be white and go through some hard shit. You know, just because you black and you lived in the hood and you had to deal with a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of thugs, getting high, getting in trouble, just because you went through that, that does not make you the man that you're supposed to be in life. The man you're supposed to be is a better human being that's pulling people up, not pushing them down. And what's even worse about this situation is that you got brothers that are in the NFL. Now, last I checked, man, them dudes are making some big bank in the NFL. Those guys are making good money. They got a good living. Why are you stuck on stupid? Why are you stuck on this ghetto mentality when you're in a situation where you should be more culturally rounded? I mean, think about that. These dudes get to travel the world, man. You know, they got money to do anything they want. Anything. You know, you can meet people from all walks of life and gain experience, knowledge, and wisdom that a lot of people are not privy to. Just because of your circumstances, your financial circumstances. But some people don't know how to handle that. Some people don't know how to break themselves from old habits. You know, you look at the dude, what's his name? Hernandez, that used to play for the Patriots. You know, he couldn't break himself out of that gang thug mentality. Now look at him. He doesn't have a career. He doesn't have his money's just dwindling away, and he's going to be in prison for the rest of his days because he had to embrace and hold on to that thug ghetto mentality. You know, as you go through life, man, that's the thing that you're working hard to get away from. You're working hard to get away from that shit, not to just bathe in it and stay in it. That is not what defines you as a human being. What defines you are the things that you achieve throughout your life, the things that you strive to do. That's what defines you. The next step you take forward is what's going to be the defining moments in your life, not the ones that you take backwards. Because you can't live in the past. You got to keep pressing forward. So I just don't understand this mentality of, you know, you got black men attacking other black men when we got enough to deal with. And especially with these dudes is making all this good money and having these better circumstances where they can have good things for their children. They can give their kids a greater future. You know, you would think they would appreciate that. They would look back on their lives and say, man, we went through some hard shit, but look at where we are now. Look at what I can do for my kids. Look at what I can do for my wife, for my mother. And if you're lucky to have both parents, for my father. You know, I wasn't fortunate enough to have both parents in my life, but I had a strong mother that taught us the value of life and taught us the value of education and moving forward, me and my brother. And she wanted great things for us and for us to achieve great things. She wasn't telling us to, oh, you better stay in the hood and keep talking hood speak and in case, you know, somebody wants to call you out on your blackness. Are you kidding me, man? We are well past that nonsense, man. But I want to get you young brothers' opinions on this, because I just want to hope beyond all hope that you young guys out there don't see it like that. That you're not looking at it as this, oh well, he's not black because he's not smoking weed, or he's not hanging out with thugs, or he's not doing this or that according to the ghetto Bible. You know, I hope beyond all hope that we have gone beyond that shit, man. That we're more intelligent as a people, because that's how you achieve great things. You achieve great things through intelligence, wisdom, and expanding your knowledge, expanding your cultural experiences, man. You want to learn more. You know, the more you know, the more you're able to socialize on any set. That's one thing. I had one of my advisors in college, man. He used to tell us all the time, learn as much as you can about anything, any subject matter. Just because if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're around people talking about a certain subject, wouldn't it feel good to be able to talk about that same thing with those people? And because you gained that knowledge, because you know about that subject. So he told us, experience everything, man. Experience life. That's what life is about. So I'm just saying, man, you know, we got enough to deal with. You know, worrying about getting killed, just being pulled over for a ticket, you can get shot because you're black. We don't need other brothers pulling us down and telling us we're not black enough because we're not acting ignorant and talking ignorant. And don't get it twisted. Nobody's saying that we gotta disavow our heritage. We are who we are. We're black men, and that's just who we are. But we don't make this ghetto mentality, this ghetto lifestyle define who we are, man. You know, at some point you gotta rise above that shit. Nobody wants to live in that nonsense, man. Nobody wants to be poor and living in the ghetto and struggling all the time. Nobody wants to do that. People are working to get away from that, not to keep going back to it. You know, we're trying to be better. We're trying to step out of the ghetto box, because the ghetto box leads you nowhere. There's a world out there to experience, man. A world. And the thing we should be trying to do is work together to make the image of the black man something of strength and culture and education and diversity. Not of just this narrow-minded, oh well, you know, we can't accept you because you talk a certain way. You don't talk thug speak like me, so you're not black. Nah, man, come on. We're better than that. But I want to get your opinion, man. I want to hear you young dudes what you got to say on this subject, because I'm really curious to hear what the mentality is out there these days. So, let me know what you think, man, and peace to every single one of you. No matter what our differences are on simulation football or whatever the case, peace, because we are all in this shit together.